Hey everyone, Big Al playing here back again. Tonight I'm just going to try something different. I'm going to try FaceTrackNoIR for American Truck Sim. I'm just finding it a bit hard in the truck to use the buttons as well as changing gears, looking left and right, trying to keep an eye on all the mirrors. Seeing a few things around about IR tracking, the head tracking, hardware and software. Looked it up. Got a bit of a shock at the price of it. I think it's 450 Australian dollars. Decided to go a different route. Have a webcam. Found out that there is a piece of software called FaceTrackNoIR, which interacts with your webcam to give you face tracking, head tracking in multiple games. So I'll leave a link in the description below to this page here where you can download the FaceTrackNoIR software. It does cost a few dollars. For me, I think it was around 6-7 Australian dollars. But I think for what the software does, instead of $450-500, I think it's worth $5-6 to download the software and use your webcam to do the head tracking. So the first thing you need to do is go to FaceNoIR tracking website. Again, as I said, I'll leave the link in the description below. Go to downloads. You want to download the FaceTrackNoIR version 2. So once you download that, as I say, you just need to click on the buy, and it's about $7 Australian dollars to download it. You also need to download the little plugin beside it. That one is free. There's also another spreadsheet, compatibility games, and also download this CSV file to the same folder that you downloaded the other two apps to. Once you've downloaded all of those, what you first need to do is you need to run your FaceTrackNoIR version 2. You need to install that first. Once that's installed, then you install the plugin. Once that's all installed, you then need to find where the face tracking is installed. That will normally be in your C program files 86 FaceTrackNoIR. In there, in settings folder, you'll find a FaceTrackNoIR supported games CSV file will be in there. Just rename that to old and then copy in the other one that you just downloaded into the other folder, copy it into that folder into settings. Next, what you need to do is you need to run your FaceTrackNoIR as an admin. So the way to do this is, if you go back to your where it's installed, so we just go back up a few folders to FaceTrackNoIR. In there you'll see the FaceTrackNoIR exe. If you right click on that, left click properties, go to compatibility. Down near the bottom you should see settings. One of the options down there is to run this program as administrator. So if you click that OK, click that and OK, then what you can do is right click, create a shortcut. That should create a shortcut on your desktop. You can also pin it to your start. You can close that folder then. What that will mean is once you run the face tracking, it'll open up the FaceTrackNoIR as an admin, which it needs to do. So when you originally set it up, what you need to have is the tracker source as Face API version 3.2.6. Filter needs to be a Sela filter Mark II. Game protocol needs to be FreeTrack 2.1. What I've also been advised is the best thing you can do to smooth the tracking is to increase the tracking from 1 up to maybe 3. Turn on the pitch under invert, click X under invert as well. Inside here in settings under game protocol, make sure that start dummy track IR.exe is clicked. Then under select interface, click on use tracking IR hide retrack and OK that. Once you've done that, you should see it should have picked up your webcam up here. My one is a HP Pro webcam C29. If like me that it picked up your virtual headset, you may just need to do a reboot of your computer and it should pick it up then after that. Once you have that all done, click on start. This is how the FaceTrackNoIR works. It actually uses your webcam to track your head movements. So if you see up on the top left there, you'll see the little man in the picture. So when I turn my head left and right, you'll see that picture turning left and right. When I put it up and down, you see that picture turn up and down. Now the thing is, we really need to do the curves as well. You need to set these. I'm not going to set them at the minute. I'm just going to see in American Truck Sim what it's like as default. What's possibly going to happen is that if I move my head a little bit, it should move it more in the sim than it actually will do. So I probably need to do those curves so that when I move my head a little bit, it should move it a lot more in the sim. But what we'll do is we'll try it in the sim and see how things go. Okay, let's just hop into the sim here. Yeah, I think I need to adjust it somehow. I'm having to turn my head a lot get the view that I need to get. You should be able to just slightly turn your head. I'm finding that I look up, down, very twitchy. I'm finding it very loose. You're going to have to change the curves to see. Okay. Doesn't help when... That does not help driving when your head is all over the place. Thinking possibly the curves to stop the up and down. You don't really need up and down too much. I think it's left and right more. Again. Okay, so seriously. Tracking is lost again. Man. Going very close to us. So that little test drive showed that FaceTrackNoIR does actually work in American Truck Sim. Looks to me like the curves need to be configured correctly to stop the software from moving your head too much, which can make you lose control of the truck. What I might do is take a look at some of the curves and try and configure them, then do another test drive, see does it work better. That's all from me, Big Al's playing. Till next time, take it easy.